With the Premier League starting, First Division starting, we cannot forget about our Second Division. These potent marbles have a chance to make a difference and get themselves promoted up into a higher division. These are the marbles that currently are in the Second Division, and these are the teams that currently are in the Second Division. Which of them are going to make it up and which of them are going to fall back down to the Third Division, which we'll see later this season as well. More on that later. It's going to be very interesting, I promise you. Alright, here we have race number 1. As above, so below. The marbles are spinning, the spinners are spinning. There we have the Midnight Mariners, Terrifying Trees, and the Dunking Dribblers into the first room already. And look at them, they're already at the second room. Bar the Dunking Dribblers, can anyone catch up with them? We see the Omega Owls, the Dawnbreakers over here, and also another Midnight Mariners. They're doing a great job so far. And there goes the Dawnbreakers into the third room already. The Scorching Scovilles made it to the third room now as well. Dawnbreakers are not waiting any longer. They decide we want to see this place from the upside down. So they go into the fourth room. There goes the Cotton Candy crew. And now the Dawnbreakers already made it to the penultimate room, which has been flipped horizontally as well. With the marbles being a little bit bigger, we had some space difficulties, so we changed this up a little bit. No problem for the Dawnbreakers, who now has a room in between them and the Cotton Candy crew. There's no marble in room number 5, and they are already in the final room. Anyone stop them? They are on fire right now. There goes the Cotton Candy crew. Can they stop them? Nope. The Dawnbreakers are finishing, and Fracture is taking first place. Now, the Cotton Candy crew have all the time in the world to take second. They need to be a little bit more precise to take their time and get this angle correct. You see a lone space pirate in the final room. They're going to need a miracle to score some points here. And now we see a Midnight Mariner also in the final room, and I think there's a Manic Mastermind over there as well. They're very difficult to spot with their color pairing. In other races, they'll be easier to spot. Alright, who's taking second position? Fracture has finished by a long shot already, but the podium positions are still up for grabs. The Rounders are now in there, the Poisonous Frogs. The final room is now really getting filled. I see 2 Beige Brothers in there, but no one is really taking this second position. Until we have Jeff over here. Jeff is taking second position from the Rounders, and third position goes to Hop of the Poisonous Frogs. Fourth position is going to the Hazardous Havoc. Fifth position to Nihil of the Midnight Void. Sixth position goes to Kaki of the Beige Brothers. Seventh position is going to Hacker of the Manic Masterminds. Eighth position is going to Wither of the Terrifying Trees. Ninth is for Scorpion of the Scorching Scovilles. 10th is Satyr of the Midnight Mariners. Really losing a lot of points there, unfortunately. 11th is Cecil of the Beige Brothers. Great finish by the Beige Brothers, actually. And 12th is Phage of the Rounders. Also great finish by the Rounders. Really impressive. I wonder what this will do to the standings. While we are still waiting for about 6 marbles to finish, Dunk is really taking their time at the finish. No real way to catch up with them. And now we are waiting for the final 4 marbles, which are looking to be the Mangrovian Roots, the Glitches, another Dawnbreaker, and finally the Wine Wizards. Alright, these are finishing positions. Great job by all the marbles, while we see the 0-point bowl being filled in between. Pickles over there, a Dunking Dribblers over there. Painful to not score points in the opening race. There goes the Space Pirate. Alright, let's celebrate our podium. Which in third position we have Hop of the Poisonous Frogs. Second position we have Jeff of the Rounders. And first position and the very first winner of the second division is Fracture of the Dawnbreakers. It's always nice to have 20 new teams to root for, especially since we have a bunch of teams from our Discord currently participating in the second division. Do you want your team in the Ultimate Marble League? Make sure to join our Discord. Alright, what does this do to standings? Well, the places moved should be ignored for now, and the finishing results are exactly how they were in the first race. No surprises here, but always a nice way to take a look at where your favorite marble is standing. 5 teams will be promoted to the first division and 5 teams will be relegated to the third division. Which teams are that for now? We see that the Rounders are currently in the lead with the Hazardous Havoc in second, Base Brothers in third, Dawnbreakers in fourth, and Midnight Void in fifth. We see that the Pickles, Donkey Dribblers, the Glitches, Wine Wizards, and Space Spires are currently in the relegation zone, so they're gonna need some work of the other 5 races this season. Later, we're gonna see all of the third division teams of the Ultimate Marble League, but that's gonna be a little bit later into the season, because we also need 5 teams to promote to the second division. Alright. But that's it for today. Thank you so much for your time, and I'll see you all for the next race.